Okay, so we're going to talk about progressives. We have just tested on the Gilded Age and imperialism, and basically all the things that were created in the Gilded Age. Remember, it looks pretty, but it's really not. There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of things that aren't good for the average American. They're going to be cleaned up by the progressives. So think about progress, moving forward, making things better. So progressivism is a support or advocacy of social reform, progressivism, moving forward. Okay. The issues of the Gilded Age creates the progressives. Okay. It's a effect. Okay. The progressives are an effect of the Gilded Age. Journalistic leaders will be muckrakers. Okay. Um, and here are some things that I have listed. It won't move. Not move too much. Of what a progressive would look like, or what they might think or believe. This person is, I am a progressive. I am not from one political party. The progressives will be from both political parties. I want to improve society. I think the federal government should help make life better for me. Okay, that is a role of theirs. That will be an argument. I more than likely am middle class and white. Progressives. I am more than likely a Protestant Christian. So there's always exceptions, but these are the majority. I want democratic values. Okay, democracy. I want an honest government. I want to improve human conditions. I'm a pragmatic. What does pragmatic mean? Almost like a problem solver, a person that thinks logically, realistically. Okay, pragmatic. Also, I like to take action and keep trying until it's right. So they thought action was better than no action. And they're going to be progressive experiments that work and don't work. And pragmatic people realize they don't work and it changes. Okay? So here are some progressive reforms. Prohibition. This is a big social experiment, the 18th Amendment. The experiment will fail. Will the government be able to control the citizens socially by banning alcohol? It's going to fail. It gets overturned by the 21st Amendment. Then we've got the direct election of senators. This will be a great thing, and it exists today. That means, as Alabamians, we directly vote on our senators. So before then, it was like state leaders that appointed their legislatures, okay, or their senators. Local election reforms like secret ballots. Remember, we talked about the Gilded Age and how the party bosses' minions might go into a factory and literally look over their shoulder while they vote. This will stop because of progressive reforms. Secret ballots give you autonomy as a voter. Okay? Now, voting is public even today, but when you go to vote, you vote in a voting booth. It is private. FDA and conservation, two separate things. FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. This will be started because of what you read for homework, The Jungle. Upton Sinclair's The Jungle, about how horrible the food, the meat that was being served in the stores. Okay. Conservation. We will start, Teddy Roosevelt will be a huge conservationist that will start to put aside land like parks, like Yellowstone Park, um, put aside land in order to make sure that it's there for future generations and that we don't just like take the cities take over everything. Graduated income tax. Up until now, it was a flat tax. Everyone paid the same. Graduated income tax will be established during the Progressive era, and it will be an income tax based on your income. Women's suffrage, women's rights will be a huge battle, but they will win with the 19th Amendment at the very end of the Progressive era. Okay. Really almost not really the Progressive era, but we'll say it is 1920 and the 19th Amendment. Public education. You're going to see a push to educate every child, everyone. And this is going to be new at the time. It's not going to be mandate. Right now you have to go to school or you don't get your driver's license or you get it taken away if you drop out. So it wasn't quite that strict. And a lot of times, especially in agricultural regions, their school would be related to harvest season and all of that so that the children were home to help. So a little bit of progressives. Then we're going to look at these muckrakers. Now, what is muck? Muck is like another word for like mud or gross or, just filth. Okay. And then think about a rake. You're raking up the muck. So they're crusading journalists that investigate social conditions and political corruption. Teddy Roosevelt's going to name them. Okay, and there's going to be several. There's more than these, but these are just some examples. You've got Ida Tarbell and the oil industry. She goes after J.D. Rockefeller. Upton Sinclair, we've talked about him, the meat packing industry. Robert La Follette goes after local politics, especially in Louisiana region. Lincoln Steffens goes after the political corruption and the political machines that are happening and vote stealing. Okay. Jacob Riis, social issues, especially concentrates on the urbanization and tenements and how the other half lives. The poverty of what is going on in the cities. And he does this with photographs. And I'll have a book that I will show you. I've got 2 books of Jacob Riis, and the book is titled How the Other Half Lives. And it shows how they're living. And it's not very nice. Then Edward Russell, he kind of blanketly goes after large industry. So these muckrakers are going to be those leaders, and then we're going to have the progressive presidents. Okay, you've got Teddy Roosevelt, William Taft, and Woodrow Wilson. Those are considered to be our 3 progressive presidents. We're going to watch 3 short YouTube videos while you fill out the Venn diagrams about these 3 progressive presidents. Okay,